And I think just before we move off the announcement section, we're going to just touch on Android Beta 5, which launched earlier in the week. Warren, do you want to tell us about that?
So he's talking about Android 12 Beta 5, and not so much happened, but we got a couple or maybe 3 things that Google just sneaked in there. Now you can do a system-wide search, and the only thing I don't like about that is you have to go to the apps drawer in order to find that system-wide search, or else I think it's a nice implementation. I hope that maybe they kind of replace the search on the dock with this one, so one does not need to go into the apps drawer in order to make that system-wide search. In other words, you go to this app drawer and you can search for anything on your phone. It's going to be the first results that's going to be searched for is locally on your phone. And then, of course, if you want to search on the web, then there's a Google search below that. So it's a nice implementation that Google has done, and I like that. I really like Android 12 and what they have done. So I think that's it for Android 12 Beta 5. And I think there was another thing though, but that I'm missing. Oh, by the way, I think what it is that now in your menu, so if you swipe down, you go to like the power menu. Now we have something in there called a lockdown. The lockdown, however, it's not locking you down from COVID or anything like that. But if you tap on that lockdown, it locks your phone so that if you use a phone that has a fingerprint reader, it's not even going to unlock the phone. Or for instance, if I use my Pixel 4 that has a face unlock, it's not going to unlock the phone. So you can only unlock it with your PIN. So that's a good thing. You can, if you plan on putting your phone down somewhere, you want to tap on that lockdown and have it locked down. And then now we also have that home control that Google removed, I think in Beta 3 or Beta 4. I think it's Beta 3. That feature is now back. Another thing that I want to talk about here, though, is not related to Android 12, has to do with the little tweak to the Google Assistant. In other words, when you go into your Google Assistant, you tap on the menu and you go tap on things like the voice match and then the personal results. You're going to see 2 tabs in those places. There's this phone on the left and then other devices on the right. Those are the 2 tabs that you will find in either the voice match or the personal results. Interestingly, though, when you go to that personal results, the tab changes from this phone to your phone. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to find the voice search on my
voice search
phone here. Weather. I'm just doing that to bring up the Google Assistant. So I'm going to tap on the Assistant menu. On the top, we're going to find where it says Assistant menu.
Google Assistant menu button. Assistant settings.
Now I scroll down and I'm going to find and tap on that voice match.
Languages, voice match, teach your assistant direct. Assistant.
We are now in the voice match area, and just about a couple inches from the top of the phone in the middle, we find these 2 tabs that I'm talking about. One says this phone, and that's the one on the left, and then the other one says other devices. Let me show you those things, and by default, the one that's selected is the This Phone tab.
This phone tab selected, 1 of 2.
And that's this phone, and I don't want to trigger the devices in my house, but it has all the stuff having to do with that magic word and all of that. Now, on the right side, if I move my finger to the right, we have the one that says Other Devices.
Other Devices, tab, 2 of 2.
And if I tap here on that Other Devices,
Other Devices, selected.
Basically what that has is having to do with any devices that I have, be they the Chromecasts or the Google speakers and all of that, Nest devices and things like that. So if I put my finger down here,
Home, 3 devices, and list.
I got 3 devices in the home.
Chromecast and list.
There's Chromecast. So in other words, you can go in here and manage the sensitivities of these different devices and things like that. Now go back and let's go down to the one that says Personal Results.
Languages, lock screen, personal results, get info and suggestions specific to you. Assistant settings.
Again, tapping on the personal results, as I indicated earlier, near the top, a couple of inches from the top in the middle, you're going to find the two tabs. And instead of this phone on the left, this time we're going to hear your phone on the left and then other devices tab on the right. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Your phone, tab, selected, 1 of 2, enlist, 2 items.
And everything below that has to do with my phone because that's the one that's selected by default. So things like
personal suggestions on lock screen before you ask. See helpful info and suggest on headphones. Hear product. See personalized suggestions and action.
You get the drift. And now on the right side, we have the tab that says other devices.
Other devices, tab, other devices, selected.
Tapping on that, here's what we got.
Home, 3 devices, and Chromecast, off, enlist, the cat, on. XDR65, turn off personal results.
So you're seeing the devices in my house, like my TVs and Chromecasts. Of course, I give them names, funny names and things like that. But that's the gist about the little new tweak that Google has on the Google Assistant. This is not something that's coming via the Google Assistant update. Rather, this is going to be something that rolls out on the server side of things. So look forward to seeing that on your Googly things when it hits your assistant. That's all I can say about Android 12 Beta 5.
Do you remember that song from Kanye West? Keep your love locked down. Remember that song?
Oh, thank you so much.
And last,
Yeah.
and last but not the least, finally they have fixed autocomplete, so that has been fixed.
Yes, that has made me so
That's
happy.
a huge one. Yes, thank you. Because I know Doug and I were kind of very angry about that because, gosh, my goodness, why that was, I never would have known why, but it's back and beautiful autofill is now back.
That's a good thing. And what happens from now, Warren? We've had Android 12 Beta 5. Is that it? Is Android 12 coming next? We're getting Beta 6. What do you expect?
This is the last beta. And unless, of course, Google surprises us by giving us beta 5.1, or else this is the last one. The next one is going to be the final public release of Android 12. And,
I think we're going to get an Android 12.1 release.
Yeah. There's some works in, for Android 12.1, but I think as of the betas before the public release of Android 12, this is the final beta, unless of course they do Android 12 beta 5.1 like we had beta 4.1. But I doubt it very much, and my gut feeling is that we probably see the final release of Android 12 maybe at the end of this month or early next month.
And will they tie it to the Pixel 6 or will they be completely independent of each other?
No, the Pixel 6 has to come out rocking the Android 12. So definitely the Pixel 6 is going to come out rocking Android 12. And that's why all the rumor wheels are pointing to October the 19th for the announcement of the Pixel 6. We'll see what happens.
And will they push 12 to the 5s and the other eligible devices, or will the 12 only hit on Pixel 6 release day?
Every phone that qualifies, every phone that has been running Android 12 will automatically get that thing pushed out to them. And
I know that. What I'm saying is, will they wait for the Pixel 6 release day for that to happen, or will they'll get it earlier?
Now, if they roll out the Pixel, if they roll out Android 12 at the end of this month, for example, or early next month, then these other phones that already are rocking the beta will automatically get that push out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And just another point for our listeners, if you have a OnePlus 7, OnePlus 7T or the OnePlus 8 series phone, there is a custom ROM available. You can enjoy Android 12 Beta 5.
Excellent. That's good news. So do check those out. Those are on XDA, are they, Austin?
Yeah, they're on XDA.
Yeah. So head over there and have a look.